Good evening, everyone. Let me just start off by saying how sorry I am I can't be with you in person. I had another commitment and I wasn't able to resolve it, but I'm grateful I have a few minutes to speak with you here. My name is Jeff Nieman, and I'm running to be your next district attorney. Jim Woodall, who's served in that role for the last 17 years, has announced that he's retiring, and I've been one of his assistants about that same amount of time. I'm running a campaign of community, equity, and justice that's grounded in my strong beliefs and goals that we need to end the criminalization of poverty, reduce racial disparities in the criminal justice system, and empower youth. And when I tell you that I am for those things, you can believe it because I've been doing it my entire career. One of the most far-reaching forms of criminalization of poverty is how driver's licenses are suspended and reinstated and assigned. Most people whose driver's licenses are revoked are not because they're dangerous drivers, but because they get a minor ticket, which may have nothing to do with their safety as a driver. They can't afford to pay the ticket. They have their license suspended, they continue to drive, get more and more tickets, and the cycle continues from there. Seeing this injustice, I took action. First, by forming a pro bono project to provide free legal advice to people in this circumstance. Later, helping author a piece of legislation to make the system fair for people in that circumstance called the Driver's License Restoration Act. And finally, I was called upon by the Obama Justice Department to testify in federal court about this issue, particularly how it disproportionately affects the poor and people of color. I also created a therapeutic court for people experiencing homelessness so that we could try to get at the root cause of why people experiencing homelessness were coming in and out of our courthouse and jailhouse doors, and treat the underlying cause rather than just simply treat the symptoms through traditional prosecution. To be sure, I have 16 years of courtroom experience handling every type of case, from driving while impaired to first-degree murder. And I do recognize and cherish the responsibility that we have to keep our community safe from people and offenses that truly endanger the public safety. But what I've found when I speak to voters is that what they really care about is how are you going to make the court system more fair, more equitable for all people? Because that's truly how we achieve community safety for everyone. I've been a teen court judge for the last 14 years. I have a demonstrated track record of recognizing that the problems that we see inside the courthouse, the best solutions for which can be found by engaging the resources we have outside of the courthouse. I'm a lifelong resident of this district, a lifelong Democrat, and I grew up here and I live here now, and my wife and I raise our children here, and I'm running for district attorney to serve the community in which I've lived my entire life. If you want, you can learn more at jeffnieman.com. I ask for your support and I ask for your vote. And again, thank you for your time. Good evening.